Assalamualaikum and good day. My name is Nur Hidayah Nabila binti Nur Haskin, and today I will be presenting about the future workforce preparing organization in the age of generational diversity. To begin with, today's workplace is made up of employees from different generations working together in the same environment. These include Generation X, Millennials, and Generation Z. Each of these generations has different values, expectations, and working styles because they were shaped by different social, economic, and technological backgrounds. As a result, organizations today must understand how these differences influence behavior at work in order to manage them effectively. To understand this better, Generation X generally values independence, job stability, and clear roles. They also tend to prioritize work-life balance and prefer a more structured working environment where expectations are clearly defined. Millennials, on the other hand, focus more on meaningful work, teamwork, and opportunities for personal and professional development. They are also very comfortable with technology and expect continuous feedback at work to help them improve. Meanwhile, Generation Z are digital natives who prefer flexibility, value mental health, and are more concerned about the social and ethical impact of their work. Because each generation grows up in different environments, their expectations and approaches to work are naturally different, which makes workplace integration more complex. However, these differences can create several challenges in the workplace. One key issue is the variation in job satisfaction across generations. Research shows that Generation X tends to report the highest job satisfaction, followed by Generation Z, while Millennials report the lowest. These differences often lead to misunderstandings in communication styles, work expectations, and teamwork approaches. For example, younger employees may feel stressed or disengaged when they do not receive enough flexibility, recognition, or meaningful tasks, while older employees may feel uncomfortable with rapid changes in workplace system or expectations. As a result, if these differences are not managed properly, they can reduce employee engagement, weaken teamwork, and negatively affect overall organizational performance and stability. To understand why these differences exist, several theories can be applied. First, socio-emotional selectivity theory explains that as people age, they tend to focus more on emotional satisfaction and stability, which influences their behavior and priorities at work. Second, generational theory suggests individuals are shaped by the historical, social, and technological environment they grow up in, meaning that each generation develops unique values and work expectations. Lastly, contingency theory highlights that there is no single best way to manage employees. Instead, organizations must adapt their management style depending on different situations, including generational differences, to ensure effectiveness and productivity. Given these challenges, organizations need to implement effective strategies to manage a multi-generational workforce. One important strategy is intergenerational knowledge sharing, where experienced employees share their skill, experience, and institutional knowledge, while younger employees contribute their technological skills and new perspectives. This creates a two-way learning environment that benefits both sides. In addition, HR policies should be tailored to meet different needs, such as digital learning platforms and interactive tools for younger employees, and more structured training or step-by-step guidance for older employees. Inclusive leadership is also essential, where leaders ensure fairness, respect, and equal treatment for all employees regardless of age. Furthermore, flexible work arrangements such as hybrid work system, flexible working hours, or outcome-based performance evaluation can help improve satisfaction and productivity across all generations. From an organizational development perspective, these issues can also be understood through several key concepts. Lewin's force field analysis explained that organizational change happens when driving forces overcome restraining forces. In this context, inclusive policies, leadership support, and employee engagement act as driving forces, while stereotypes, resistance to change, and communication gaps act as retraining forces. In addition, the whole person value in OD emphasizes that employees should be treated as complete individuals with different emotional, social, and personal needs, which is especially important when managing generational diversity in the workplace. System theory also explains that organizations function as an interconnected system where inputs such as generational diversity are transformed through management process to produce outputs like productivity, innovation, and employee satisfaction. Finally, the dialogic OD approach highlights the importance of open communication and dialogue. Through process consultation, organizations can encourage continuous conversation between generations to improve understanding, reduce conflict, and build a shared organizational vision. In conclusion, generational diversity presents both challenges and opportunities for organizations, while differences in values, communication styles, and expectations may create misunderstandings. They can also bring innovation, creativity, and new perspectives if managed properly. By applying effective strategies and organizational development concepts, organizations can create a more inclusive, collaborative, and productive workplace environment. Ultimately, organizations that successfully manage generational diversity will be better prepared for the evolving demands of the future workforce and long-term success. That is all from me. Thank you.